Hey everyone, my name is Jeff Koss. This is a presentation for a student project that I have for a school called the University of Advancing Technology. I am in a class, it's called Computer Science 235, and it is for Python Level 1. And today I had to demonstrate functions. And let me tell you, I think I did a good job with this one. So, I built an entire video game out of functions. It is an RPG sci-fi game, so I know you're going to like it. And I followed the formula of true text adventure games such as Zork. So let me tell you a little bit about it. There are about 1,000 lines of code to this game. It took me quite a while to write, and it took a lot of trial and error. So this game is actually based off of a movie script that I made a long time ago, and I'm currently developing. The premise of this game is called Starship Down, and what it is about is you are a crew member on the Starship Down. Down is the name of the starship. It's the last destroyer class vessel that humankind has. Humans were invaded. That's my bird. My bird says hi. So the humans were invaded by a race of robots called the INOT. And the INOT stand for Intelligent Non-Organic Terrestrials. Okay, so let's get into it. So I have a bunch of functions. I have an introduction here, which tells you about the game and the premise. I have a bunch of functions that define attributes for your characters. I have a character sheet and an inventory. I have a function that checks what room you're in, and it's going to return you to that room if you jump into another function. I have a function that checks if you're dead, a function that checks if a robot's dead. We have player attack in this game because in this game we have wandering monsters. You can go through rooms and randomly be attacked by an INOT drone, basically. So in this game, what happens is you find a derelict ship called the Lucky Star. It's a cargo vessel, and you find out that it's overrun by INOT. It's run by an INOT dynamo. INOT dynamos are higher up robots. There's dynamos and there's optimos. The dynamos are all about getting technology and adapting it to themselves. The optimos are your warrior class. So it's a dynamo, so he's not really a warrior class, but he has a couple of drones with him that you got to defeat. 3 of them. So you got to defeat 3 drones, find the parts to repair the engine, and bring the ship back to its rendezvous point with the down. Okay, so I have a bunch of global variables in here. I don't like using them, but unfortunately with a game like this you almost have to. This is a choose your own adventure style game, and we have about 7 rooms to go through, but this game is chock full of stuff. So the game, what you have to do is you have to find 4 parts to the engine that are scattered throughout the ship. Bring those parts into the engine room and fix the engine and autopilot it back to where you need to go. But there's a problem. Before you can get into the engine room is guarded by the INOT dynamo. The INOT dynamo is guarded by 3 INOT drones. So you have to take out those drones which are wandering through the ship. You have to find them, and believe me, they're wandering. And then after you defeat them, you can get into the engine room and defeat the dynamo and repair the ship. So, but going through this adventure, you're going to find all kinds of stuff. Depending on your attributes, as you can see here, you're going to be able to do stuff or not do stuff. So here's my code. I mean, we're looking at about a little over 900 lines of code. give or take. I'd say about a thousand, but here it is. And the biggest problem I had with this was the combat system, because once the combat ended, it would do sporadic things. But I had to redesign it. I designed it like twice, and it finally worked. So let's jump into it. Okay, so here's my game. Ta-da! Okay, so Starship Down, based on my screenplay, interactive fiction demo, um, based on a screenplay. It's being developed by my entertainment company. So, brief history. You're a human salvage expert, part of the crew of the Down, which is a destroyer-class starship. It's the sole survivor of an attack on Earth. You're tasked with reconnecting humanity after the devastation. The crew of the Down is the last bastion in the galaxy to defend against the evil robot empire, INOT. Intelligent, non-organic terrestrials. Your job, if you choose to accept it, is to intercept a derelict starfighter called the Lucky Star. Reports indicate that the Lucky Star has been taken over by an INOT dynamo. You must defeat the dynamo and its 3 drones. Repair the star drive and pilot the Lucky Star back to the rendezvous point with the Down, where you'll refit it to become the first ship to be added to the new human fleet. So you have a choice. Do you want to play yes or no? Obviously, you know what no will do. Enter your name. Okay, so I'll just put my name in. So this is something that's neat. It randomly generates 3 attributes: strength, smarts, and speed. And it gives them a variable of, a lower class, middle class, or upper class, depending on some variables. So if it's between this number and that number, you're going to get a low value. If it's between this number and this number, you might get an average value. If it's this and this, you might get a higher value. I can tell you right now, strength is the high value, smarts is a high value, speed is a very low value. But we're going to take it. We're going to take this character. It's not bad. Okay, so basically it says we pilot our shuttle there. We get to the airlock. You come prepared. You have a weapon. It's a SABOT 902 assault rifle. It can shoot either 1 round, a burst of 10 rounds, or you can empty the entire clip into a monster with 30 rounds. You have some standard combat armor. It's great against kinetic energy weapons, but it's not really good against like lasers and stuff like that. So you start off in the airlock, and it basically gives you a description. It tells you where you can go, the stuff that's in there. Or you can board the shuttle here. If you board the shuttle here, you're going to quit the game, and you're basically just going to abandon the game. So throughout the game, you can view your character sheet. We're going to do that now. Your character sheet gives you your name, how much health you have, how many ammo you have in your gun, how many clips you have, and how many med packs you have. It also gives you your attributes. It goes right back to where you were at. You also have an inventory. Right now you don't have anything in the inventory, and it puts you right back to where you were at in the game. So there's a crate there. Now we're going to open this crate. Depending on our attributes, it depends on the reward. So I ripped the lid off, and we have 5 ammo clips and 5 meds. That's because I was strong, and the higher your attributes, the more stuff you're going to get. The lower your attributes, well, you're not going to get that much stuff. So we can go north or south. To the south is the engine room. To the north is a lounge. So if we go south, it says you can't access the engine room until you kill the 3 drones. So there you go. You can't get in there until you kill the 3 drones. So we're going to go north. And right off the bat, we are attacked. There's combat in this game. It's turn-based. So the combat basically starts out, it determines whether you get to attack first or the monsters get to attack first, and then it goes from there. So obviously we won the toss, so we get to attack first. These drones, I can fire a single round, which is going to do 1 to 10 points of damage. I can fire a burst, which is going to do 1 to 10 points times 10, or I can fire an entire clip, which is going to do 1 to 10 points of damage times 30. I can use a medical kit, reload my gun, or run away. I really just want to get this over with. We're going to kick this guy's butt. We're going to fire an entire clip. Let's see here. So I hit for 90 points of damage. He has 10 left. He attacked with his Whirl Gizmo and hits me for 4 points of damage. And I got 96 points left, so I have to reload my gun. And he gets to attack again. He hit me again. We're going to fire at him again. Empty another clip. And we kill him. He dies. So it's going to update, and now I've only got 2 left. So here in this room is the lounge. In the lounge, there's a plasma coil here. That's actually one of the pieces that we need for the engine. And then there's a couch with something sticking out of it. And then there's a bunch of places we can go, north, south, east, or west. So let's take the plasma coil. And right after we take the plasma coil, we're attacked again. See, these monsters can come in at any time and attack you, but there's only 3 of them. So I don't have any ammo. My health is getting low. We're going to use a med kit. I used the med kit, and now my health is back up. We're going to reload the gun. That bought us some time. And now we're going to lay waste on this guy. I did a lot of damage to him, but he still survives. So let's load. Oh, so the INOT drones, they can do 2 attacks. They can do a regular attack or a special attack. The regular attack is basically try to chop you with blades and gears and all this stuff. The special attack, they attack you with a plasma ray, and it's actually supposed to do more damage. And it's based on basically a random number. If you get this number, he's going to do this kind of attack. If you get this number, he's going to do that kind of attack. So he got a special attack, but luckily he didn't do much damage to me. So I'm going to shoot him. And I get him, and he's dead. So now we have 1 left. So I'm going to look at the couch. I found 5 ammo clips and 5 meds. Okay, the last guy must have heard me because he attacked. He got me good, man. He got me. Yes, Phoenix, he did. He got me good, but we're going to reload my gun. He got me without my gun being loaded. Let's attack him. I got him. Okay, so the coast is pretty much clear unless there's something else lurking in the ship that we don't know about. Let's kind of explore here. So we haven't been here. So go to the kitchen. There's a pot of boiling goo and a power crystal. We definitely want the power crystal because that is part of the stuff that we're going to need to fix the ship. So let's check our inventory. And in our inventory, we do have the plasma coil and we do have the power crystal. So our inventory is updating with the things that we're getting. That's great. Let's view our character sheet. So health 86. Alright, I'm going to try eating this goo that is in there. So when I go to eat the goo, because my smarts was so good, it tipped me off to a trap. And I see a small sign that reads poison to humans. So I dump it over, and inside I find 5 more clips and 5 more meds. Yay. So let's go out of here. Let's go east. We're in the crew quarters. And in the crew quarters, there's a locker. So, oh man, I got more clips and more things. And there's the drive unit. So we got the drive unit. Let's take a look. And in our inventory, plasma coil, power crystal, drive unit. Let's go west. Let's go north. Now we're in the cockpit. So there's a pilot that's hunched over in a chair. There's a flux inverter here. And I need the flux inverter for the engine. We got it. Let's check the pilot. So the pilot was sitting on a grenade, and it was his last effort to defend his ship, and it blows up, and I take 40 points of damage. Let's see my character sheet now. I've only got 46 health left. I got 18 clips, 19 meds. Alright, we're good. Let's go south. South again. We're in the airlock. If we go south, we're going to get into the engine room now because we killed all the INOTs. So we are in the engine room. And we see the INOT dynamo, and it flees. It flees because dynamos are not built for combat. They're engineers, so we won't have to worry about them anymore. We see the engine compartment. We see the plasma coils missing, the power crystal, drive unit, and flux inverter are all missing. Now watch this. So we're going to put in the plasma coil, and now that disappears, and now it says we only need to put the power crystal in the drive unit and the flux inverter. So the computer, the program is actually keeping track of what we're doing. It knows if we put something in the compartment or not. But does it know if the inventory is being updated? So yes, it is. So we no longer have the power or the whatever it was. So let's put in the crystal. So in our inventory, we see power crystal. We see the power crystal is missing. If we put in the crystal, the power crystal is no longer missing. We hit inventory. Okay, we only got two things left. Let's put in the drive converter and the flux inverter, and we will win the game. So you have replaced all the missing items, and the engine spools up. You jump into hyperspace, and you meet the down. Congrats, you have won the game. Now here's the thing. So I got a little bit of a bug going on here. For some reason, it won't exit the game, but you can go around the ship and still play around. Somewhere, one of the escape sequences isn't working, but I was running out of time. This is actually the last day, and it's almost 9 o'clock where I'm at. So I wanted to cut it off here, but with all intents and purposes, with everything I've done so far, and it working great like this, I think that I did a job well done, and I think it definitely meets the criteria for the grade that I want, which is an A. So if you like this, give me an A, because I'm a 4.0 student, and I'd like to keep it that way. Have a great day, and this is the end of my presentation.